The truth. Does it liberate you?
Or will it be your undoing?
Truman Burbank has lived in the safe, utopian town of Sea Haven for all his life. He has everything that he could ever need: a secure job, a beautiful house, and a happy wife. Yet something has been subtly gnawing at the back of his mind. For unknown reasons, his surroundings have triggered a sense of paranoia. Similarly, Thomas Anderson lives in the middle of a bustling city, filled with an abundance of people, cars, noise, and all other aspects that come with any typical metropolis. Everything is seemingly normal. But like Truman, he too has come to notice the faint feeling of unrest that he can't seem to escape. As the abnormalities become more apparent, their suspicions become reality, and they discover an intense feeling of urgency to fully uncover the truth of their worlds. But little do they know that this decision will result in unimaginable consequences and inevitable sacrifice. Both The Truman Show and The Matrix illustrate how personal liberation cannot be achieved without sacrifice and struggle. This can be seen when Truman must leave the comfort of his orchestrated connections and routine in order to escape his false reality. Neo, going through a similar experience, chooses to abandon his predictable, stable lifestyle and risk his life to uncover the truth of the human race.
In order to uncover the secrets of his world, Truman must break through his routine of repetition and sacrifice lifelong relationships. Since birth, Truman has unknowingly lived in a world entirely curated for him and controlled by TV producers, with every single detail of his environment designed to maintain the illusion of a normal life. Truman's life is perfect, with everything he could ever want handed directly to him. However, he begins to notice abnormalities that disrupt the carefully constructed facade and eventually chip away at the fabricated reality surrounding him. As his suspicions grow, Truman begins to deviate from his normal path, skipping random days of work and challenging the control of his world by stopping cars on the streets. Through these actions, he becomes one step closer to finding the makers of his world, who can't stand to see their calculated routines being broken. At a pivotal moment in the show, he confronts his wife, Meryl, demanding to know her part in the secrets that have been kept from him. This moment shows his raw and emotional breaking point and represents Truman's willingness to destroy his most cherished relationships in the pursuit of authenticity and freedom. When Meryl quickly denies everything and conceals the truth, Truman realizes the severity of the lie that is imprisoning him. He comes to realize that he must leave this all behind: his childhood, his family, and his wife. He understands that even in a town of hundreds of people, he is alone, and that escaping would only be possible if he left everyone behind. He finally decides to take action, faking his sleep and leaving the island aboard the Santa Maria. Ultimately, Truman must make the most profound sacrifice of all, abandoning everything he'd ever known on the island of Sea Haven. This act is his final form of protest and breakthrough, as he literally and metaphorically breaks through the invisible boundaries of his manufactured world. By venturing into the vast, unpredictable ocean, Truman chooses the uncertainty and instability of true freedom over the comfortable illusion of his previous life. His journey represents more than just a physical escape. It is a powerful metaphor for personal liberation, demonstrating that true self-discovery requires the courage to leave everything behind that one has ever known.
In addition, Neo must sacrifice his safe, routine life in exchange for learning the truth. Living alone in a small, dank apartment, Neo hunts through his technology and the internet, hoping to understand his subtle premonitions. The city around him is stereotypical, consisting of noisy clubs, illegal backdoor deals, and masses absorbed in the activities of their own lives. But his seemingly ordinary surroundings have not stopped him from searching for answers to a question he does not fully understand. This mystery finally begins to unravel as he meets Trinity and Morpheus, who hold the answers he desires. Once he takes the red pill, he is liberated from the grasp of the Matrix. Neo is left free of any strings and with the ability to make his own decisions. But ultimately, his choice to accept the truth comes at a great cost. First of all, as Neo awakes on the Nebuchadnezzar, the true nature of his reality fully resonates. His frail, pale body contains holes meant for tubes and wires. The tired, worn crew around him has never seen a real meal. The sterile, cold ship he now calls home offers no comfort. The surface of Earth has been ravaged beyond recognition, and the sun has been erased from the sky. The perfect illusion of the Matrix has been wiped away, leaving the dark, cold shell of what the world used to be. Neo must now get used to a life without simple luxuries and the stability of a daily routine or job. Instead, he is now engaged in a lifelong battle against the forces that have enslaved the human race. However, not only has Neo sacrificed the physical aspects of a normal existence, but has put his very life on the line. His involvement in the resistance against the AI immediately places a target on his back. This is extremely apparent when Neo heads back into the Matrix to save Morpheus. As Neo and Trinity execute their rescue plan, they come face to face with countless agents of the Matrix with intent to kill. Neo is chased relentlessly through buildings and streets and is even fatally shot. What he used to call home for so long has become a perilous, unsurvivable place. Even if Neo decided that he wanted to return to his life of ignorance, it would be virtually impossible now. So in conclusion, Neo's decision to liberate himself from the Matrix shows the great personal cost that comes with embracing.
Neo and Truman push the boundaries of their familiar realities and prove that there cannot be freedom without sacrifice. They make us question the truth of our own reality, the things that we look past or simply choose not to notice. It begs the question, how far are you willing to go to uncover the truth?